So let me ask you something. Which team at this World Cup would you least want to play against? Argentina? France? Maybe. But honestly, for a lot of coaches and players right now, the answer is Spain. And here's why. Spain just won the Euros. They beat England in the final. They didn't just win it, they were the best team in the tournament, from the first to the last game. No one really got close to them, and now 2 years later they are coming to this World Cup, and they might actually be even better. They qualified real easily, 5 wins out of 6 games. In their away games, they didn't concede a single goal, not one. They even went to Turkey and won 6-0. That's just not normal. This is a team that is completely in form, completely confident, and they know exactly what they want to do on the pitch. So let's talk about how they actually play. The old Spain, you know, they used to pass the ball around for like 70 minutes. Very safe, very slow, very controlled. It's beautiful to watch, but sometimes a bit boring. A lot of people called it tiki-taka, but this Spain is different. They still keep the ball well, but now they want to go forward fast. They win the ball quickly, move it, and they attack before the other team even has time to get organized. It's the same DNA, but with way more speed. And honestly, it's a nightmare to play against. Now the squad, because this is where it gets really fun. Let me start with the guy that everyone is talking about, Lamine Yamal. This kid is 18 years old, and is already one of the best players in the world. I'm not exaggerating. He plays for Barcelona, he wears the number 10 that is used to belong to Messi, and he's just not wearing it, he's earning it. This season, before he got injured, he has 16 goals and 11 assists in La Liga alone. The guy is unreal. And at Euro 2024, he was only 16 at the start of the tournament. He scored in the semi-final against France this incredible shot from outside of the box, and then in the final he stepped up the first goal at 16 in a Euro final. There's actually a great story about him from that Euro. Before the semi-final against France, Nico Williams, his teammate, said he was so nervous he could barely sit still. And then he looked over at Yamal, and Yamal was asleep on the bus before the semi-final. Just sleeping. Nico said, "I was terrified. This kid was taking a nap." That tells you everything about Yamal. He doesn't feel pressure the way normal people do. Right now, he's recovering from a hamstring injury, so there's a little bit of worry about whether he'll be 100% for the first game. But Spain coach has said he has no doubts, and Yamal himself said he wants to be there more than anything, so expect him to play. Now on the other wing, you have Nico Williams. He's 23, he plays for Athletic Bilbao, and he's one of the fastest and most exciting wingers in football right now. In the Euro final he scored the first goal, got the ball from Yamal, ran at England defense and just slotted in clean. He was the man of the match. Together, Yamal and Williams are probably the best pair of wingers at this entire World Cup. Two guys who can beat any fullback in the world, who can score, who can assist, who genuinely enjoy playing together. It's a friendship as well, not just a partnership, and you can see it on the pitch. By the way, if you are enjoying this breakdown, hit the subscribe button and you won't miss a single one. It's free, it takes 2 seconds, and honestly, it really helps. Okay, back to Spain. Now, the midfield. This is where Spain are actually scary on a different level. They have Rodri, the 2024 Ballon d'Or winner. He came back from a long injury at Manchester City and is one of the best defensive midfielders in the world. When he plays, Spain controls the game. He decides the rhythm. He wins the ball back. He makes everyone around him better. Then they have Pedri. He's 23. He plays for Barcelona and his own club manager said he's the best midfielder in the world right now. And when you watch him play, it's hard to disagree. He finds passes that other players just don't see. He keeps the ball in tiny spaces. He connects everything between defense and attack. So elegant, it almost looks easy, but it's not. And then alongside these two, they still have Fabian Ruiz, Gavi, Michael Merino, Zubimendi, Alex Baena. You could almost pick 2 different midfields and both would be very good. The depth is crazy. Now, something happened recently that caused a lot of noise, and I have to talk about it. For the first time ever in a World Cup history, Spain's squad has 0 Real Madrid players. Not one. The most famous club in the world, and none of their players made the Spanish national team. Carvalho didn't make it, Yusen didn't make it, Carreras didn't make it. De La Fuente, the coach, basically said, "I don't care what club you play for, I pick the players who are in form and who fit the system." And Real Madrid had a really bad season, so none of their guys made it. Barcelona, on the other end, Yamal, Pedri, Gavi, Dani Olmo, Ferran Torres, is basically a Barcelona national team at this point, which makes sense because Barcelona also won La Liga this year. Okay, so now the weaknesses, because I want to be fair here. Spain have one big problem, and everyone knows it. They don't have a world-class striker, a proper number 9. Morata is gone, the next option is probably Ferran Torres, who scored a lot this season, but he's more of a winger. Or Borja Iglesias, who did well in La Liga, but is not a proven elite-level player. They also have Oyarzabal, but I don't think anyone is afraid of him. Spain score from everywhere. Pedri from midfield, Nico from the wing, Yamal cutting inside. But if they face a team that defends really deep, with all the 10 players behind the ball, and they need someone to just hold the ball up and score a really hard goal, they don't really have that person. In a knockout game, that can be the difference. The second concern is injuries. Right now, Yamal, Nico Williams and Merino are all coming back from physical problems, and Fermin Lopez was supposed to be really important for them, broke a bone in his foot and is completely out, gone, before the tournament even started. So they have already lost someone. If they lose Yamal or Rodri during the competition, that changes everything completely. So where do they end up? Spain are not just a dark horse, they are one of the favorites, top 3 in the world going into this tournament. The difference between them and the most other teams is that they have quality everywhere, not just one superstar. And there's something else that I think is really important. This generation, Yamal, Nico Williams, Pedri, they might never all be this good at the same time again. Yamal will keep getting better for the next 10 years. Pedri is 23 right now, at his absolute best. Nico is 23. This is the moment, and they know it. Spain have won the World Cup once, but there's history of failing when it matters the most. But this team feels different. They have a style that works, a coach who trusts his players. Worst case, they go out in the quarterfinals. But the realistic case, they get out of the group easily, win a round of 16, a quarterfinal, and they are right there in the last 4. And if the draw goes their way, and Yamal is fully fit, and Pedri is at his best, honestly, they can win the whole thing. This Spain team doesn't just play football, they enjoy it. You can see it. Yamal dancing on TikTok with his teammates after the games. The friendship with Nico. The way Pedri smiles when he plays. These are players who love what they do. And that energy, that joy, it comes out on the pitch. Everyone else at this World Cup is scared of Spain. And they should be. And look, if you watch this whole video, you're clearly someone who actually cares about football, not just the scores. So drop a comment below. Do you think Spain can actually win this time? Or they are going to disappoint again? I want to know what you think. See you in the next one and follow for more.